Hey YouTube, this is Cooking with Todd again. Today I'm going to cook for you a Cajun pork and chicken rice jambalaya. The setup I'm using today is a 16-quart Dutch oven with a cheap generic what's called Alpha cooker on Amazon.com with a locally made stand that fits this Alpha cooker or a Cajun Cadillac cooker. And I'm using propane for my fuel source today. Alright, here we go. I'm going to start off with a pound of bacon. I'm going to brown that off, get a little bit of oil, a little bit of smoke flavoring in the pot. Since pretty much everybody knows how to brown bacon, I'm going to stop the video and come back when it's nice and done and when I'm about ready to add the meat, the pork meat. Here we are halfway through the browning of the bacon. That's my daughter Taylor stirring the pot. Looking good. Here's the bacon all completely fried. What I'm going to do is take the bacon out, leave the drippings in the pan so I can fry my pork in. Alright, I'm going to add 3 pounds of pork. And we're going to fry this up really good. This is just pork butt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fry this up real hard, real crispy. Get a little gratin on the bottom of the pot. I'll start the video back up when I've got it almost done. Here we are about halfway through. This is the pork and the chicken combined. I accidentally threw them all in together. This is a pork, 3 pounds pork butt, actually 6 pounds of pork butt, and 3 pounds of chicken thighs cut up. Seasoned really heavy, and I mean really heavy, with some a homemade Cajun seasoning blend from my friend Cappy. Give it a shout out to Cappy and Pagodi. It's a real good seasoning blend. Like I said, we're about halfway through here. This is what we call a 3 pound jambalaya, which is going to be 3 pounds pork. Normally you would have 3 pounds of sausage, but I didn't have any smoked sausage available, so I doubled it. So I've got 6 pounds of pork, 3 pounds of chicken, and I'm gonna have 3 pounds of onion in here. That's what, and 3 pounds of rice or spaghetti. You can, if you're making a pastelaya, that's what we in Vashri call a 3 pound jambalaya. Well, here we are. All the pork and the chicken are fried real good. What I'm going to do is take the chicken out, take the pork and the chicken out, strain it, and then I'm going to cook my vegetables in the leftover grease, oil, and flavorings. Okay, now I'm going to add my 3 pounds of onions to the gratin at the bottom of the pot with the remaining grease and bacon grease from the bacon, pork, and chicken. 3 pounds of onion. And this is 1 bunch of celery. 1 bunch of green onion. And 1 package of brown fresh mushrooms. I'll probably add a can of mushrooms later on. Why? Because me and my family like mushrooms. That was my daughter Taylor in the background you just heard. Now as you're sauteing your vegetables, what you want to do is, this is a flat bottom spoon. You want to scrape the bottom of your pot to get your green beans up, which is where a lot of your flavoring is at. It's going to mix with your vegetables and really help season your vegetables, get a good flavor, good coloring on your vegetables where you don't need to use any kitchen bouquet. And that's what I'm doing right now, just scraping the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, but the bottom's pretty clean now. I'm going to cook these down until they're nice and caramelized. Here we are about halfway through the browning process of all the vegetables. You can see the onions are turning nice and brown. Most of that's actually from the gratin at the bottom of the pot. I'm gonna cook these down to nice and a little bit more color to them than this, a little bit more brown color, before I add the fluid, add the meat back, and then I'll add the stock. So we'll be back in just a little bit.